Welcome back to some more XDefiant content, but this time there's a little bit of a twist. So we've been getting a ton of leaks for Season 1, and it's sort of showing us the path that this game plans to take. Ubisoft seems to be pulling from all of their other major titles to bring in things like new factions, maps, weapons, and so on. Lots of Season 1 talk coming out about The Crew, which is a racing game, and I'm not entirely sure how that will be incorporated into a game like this, but it makes me a little excited to find out, and admittedly a little nervous. I want this game to go the distance because it's just a great game and I enjoy playing it, and I do think that it can directly compete with games like Call of Duty. And while we're on that subject, let's just be honest with ourselves. As much as a lot of us dislike COD, they've built up a cult-like fan base who will mind-numbingly just shell out whatever the asking price is year after year for the new COD title. Regardless of all the issues the game had before, same issues year in, year out, and the fact that it's pretty much just a carbon copy and paste from the last one, they just don't care. Let's just stay in our lane, leave the sheep alone, and focus on XDefiant and making this game better. Now, circling back to the leaks, I know Season 1 is right around the corner, but these leaks came pretty hot and heavy, and there were two things in particular that are a little bit further down the road that stuck out to me. The first part is they leaked that they're going to be bringing Rainbow Six Siege operators into the game. Now, immediately I started thinking about all the Rainbow lore up to this point and gave it about a 2-month grace period to fill out storylines and try to pinpoint down who might be hopping over for an XDefiant crossover. Now, this is all assuming that they're even following or caring about lore when doing this. And if that's the case, and they are following the same outline from other factions, I can 100% see them bringing over 3 operators. Those operators are Ash, Sledge, and Bandit. Now, Ash and Sledge have been staples of Team Rainbow since the game launched back in 2015, but you may be asking, why Bandit? Well, that's because of the second thing that caught my attention in these leaks, was the name of an upcoming map called Clubhouse. Could that be the very same Clubhouse that's tied to Bandit and is a playable map in Rainbow Six Siege? My prediction is yes, and that this will be part of the Season 2 launch of XDefiant. Now, we can speculate on what their abilities might be and all, but it could be just about anything. We might have more of an idea on that once they introduce the first new faction for Season 1, just to see what kind of route they take with those, and then we can revisit that topic. But for now, I want to jump into Clubhouse on Rainbow Six Siege and see if this can actually be a plausible map in XDefiant. Alright, so this is the Clubhouse map on Rainbow Six Siege as it is today. It's gone through quite a few reworks, little tweaks and changes here and there. Overall, it's a pretty balanced map for this game. Now, our goal here is to try to figure out if this can be a viable map for a game like XDefiant. Now, just knowing this map pretty well, it's probably not going to be a good enough map for escort. I mean, you could run down this path here and kind of escort it. They're going to have to make a lot of changes here to cover and stuff like that, and maybe it'll come out here and go down here, and maybe they'll move the building around a little bit. Who knows? But I think this would be a great opportunity to make this a domination map. So we're just going to explore the outside here a little bit. Little pig fighting fence right there. And yeah, this looks like it'll be a really good map for something like domination. Obviously, they're not just going to be able to cut and paste it into XDefiant. They're going to have to make a lot of changes to this. But it looks feasible. I can mantle up on top of all these. I know I could mantle up on the roof here. Be some good sniping angles for people trying to cross. That could be like a area over there, capture point B or something. and I've been playing XDefiant too much that I really just tried to slide off that roof. Be another capture point over here. In all honestly, like, now that I think about it, this may be too big for domination. They may need to just offset the entire clubhouse to the side and just make this more of an open map. But let's go ahead and check out the inside. So here's the first floor. Let's check out the basement first, because personally I think that they would just close off the entire basement. This is just a tunnel that leads back outside where we were before. But I mean, this, if you close off this whole basement and just make it the main floor and the top floor, it could work. It really could work. Here's the main floor. This is the kitchen. This goes back outside to where we shot that before. This is on the other side. And around the corner here, just continues that loop back around the building. Continuing on the main floor here is the bathrooms. Here's a little dance club. Let's go ahead and get rid of that before YouTube copyright strikes us on that. But yeah, it's a pretty big map. You could easily see this being just like a pass-through point. Similar to a couple maps that we have now on the game already.
Bomb has been located.
And then this overlooks back outside, which we didn't really get to see a whole lot of before. But this overlooks all about here. Yeah, I mean, so this map I think could go one of two ways. They could move stuff around and shrink it just a little bit and make it a good occupy domination type style map. Or they could expand it and go even further and make it an escort or a zone control type of map, which I would absolutely love because zone control is my favorite game mode at the moment. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't know that this is out here. It's like a street. But they could definitely play on this. It's a nice bridge in the background. So yeah, when a lot of people think of siege maps, they think very inside based because that's where the objective is played. But there's a lot of detail that goes on to the outside of these maps. This is the perfect corner camp for somebody with an MP7. So yeah, I'm even kind of shocked myself just to see how big this is. I knew it was big, I just didn't know it was this big. Yeah, did that say 500 chicken wings? 500 chicken's eye. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Let me know if you've played this map on Rainbow Six Siege before. And let me know what kind of map you think they're going to bring into XDefiant if they do this crossover. And I'll catch you in the next one.